an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see increasing cloud cover throughout the day. Also see calm winds and an afternoon high around 57. Tonight, partly cloudy skies are expected with an overnight low around 32. And tomorrow, partly sunny skies will return a little warmer, see a high around 60. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Be a memory for your grandchildren. Among Nebraska adults age 65 or older, 47% report current alcohol use. Drinking too much can cause harm to children, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, you will still be around for your grandchildren. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn to ride a motorcycle, how to start a small business, how to dance, or take a course to advance in your current career path. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all. O Street Carpet. 1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
School taught you all about the four seasons, spring, summer, and so on. And then there's the way we really tell what time of year it is in sports seasons. Football season, baseball season, or off season. But what's the chocolate season? Well, it's now. And now, and now, and always. Whether you're looking for a caffeinated pick-me-up on the way to work, a little snack on the way home, or you need the perfect gift that's sure to be appreciated, it's time for the chocolate season. 40th and Old Cheney, or order ahead at thechocolatseason.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
Landmark Implement is your local authorized John Deere dealer. Landmark's trained and certified sales staff will help you find the right equipment for your needs at a price that's right for you, all backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. Whether it's a tractor, planter, combine, an easy track lawnmower, or gator, every piece of equipment in pre-owned inventory is put through a rigorous inspection so it's ready to work hard for you. Landmark's team works together to make sure everything that is sold meets their quality standards. Learn more at landmarkimp.com or stop into a local Landmark location and experience the Landmark difference.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Blecker and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
Welcome into the drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history. We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Tuesday. It's a crisp Tuesday outside today, but yeah, AD House, Alabama.
Spoken like a true Midwestern. Crisp. We had in Wisconsin all the
Crisp.
time. It's a crisp Wednesday here. Tuesday.
It's a little rainy out. A little rainy out there, but it's good, man. No hiccups on the flight, so all is well, brothers. All is well, man.
Perfect.
What's it like there?
Oh, sorry. Oh, it's crisp. It's like 23 degrees out and crisp.
Oof. Ain't nobody golfing today in that mess.
Soldiers are. Two people. They ain't about that life. Those are the ones that be out there. Yeah.
It's not. I don't think it's windy. The tree's not blowing. I think if it got up to like 40 or 50, you probably could golf.
That's still a little nippy for me, brother.
It's a high of 57 today.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
That's easy. You
It's a
can
nice
do
little
that.
warm up to the day.
Yeah,
I like
easy.
I like the days like that because it starts you off. It's like a Sour Patch Kid. It's not really happy with you messing up, and then at the end of the day, it gets all nice and sweet because it's nice and toasty.
Yeah,
there you go.
Exactly.
Like that Sour Patch commercial.
AG, do not mention Sour Patch Kids, man, because on the road, that is my Achilles heel. I will go to that gift store and buy a pound of them.
Oh, to be on, they got to fill back up the racks, huh? The shelves. When you come in the place, my little guilty pleasure is hot tamales. The Mike and Ike.
Oh,
hot
my
tamales.
Ike and Mike's. All right.
Yeah. Now, like as I get older, I'm like, I got to scale back. You know, that's a lot of corn syrup running through my veins, and so I'm just like, I got to do it like when I only go to the movies and like designated times because they're like, look, man, I want to live way past 80. Let me help myself out here.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
Hey,
All
hey,
right.
fellas, a quick question for you, man. I know we'll dive into this later, man. And AG, I really want to get your input. We got a guest at 9:30.
Yes, we do.
Be a good guest we have at 9:30 coming on. We'll talk about that from the Supernovas. It's going to be Brooke. And correct me if I'm wrong on that. How do I pronounce the last name on this? Nick, I said Nunviller?
Nunviller. Oh, you nailed it.
Nunaviller. Yeah, Brooke Nunaviller.
Brooke Nunaviller. Okay.
Nailed it.
Yes.
From Oregon. She'll be on. That's all right, brother. She'll be on the. She'll be at 9:30. We'll be talking with her. But I really want to get AG's point. Now, Raff, you and Sip were talking about it on the spillover along with Jake, with Russell Wilson. There's a lot of action going on, of course, in the NFL right now with the official opening of the NFL trades, etc. Free agency, the combine's going on. I definitely want to get AG's input on that, whether we get to it today or next week, carry back on next week. But just the whole combine thing. And I'm intrigued with this. And AG, you probably have a better, in fact, I know you have a better input on this than I do. Caleb Williams not doing the physicals, opting not to do that, the implications of that. And I was texting Raff about this yesterday, the whole deal with Russell Wilson. So I definitely want to get into that as well. We'll dive into that. But Nick, man, your voice is your voice ready for the next couple days after this, man?
Yeah, I think so. I said it yesterday on my show, and I'll say it again that I've been pounding the eucalyptus mint tea from the mill.
Yeah,
and it's first of all, it's delicious. Second of all,
there you go.
I mean, I came in yesterday, guys. The allergies were bothering me. They're still lingering around a little bit, but this clears it right up. So this is huge from the mill. So huge. I mean, it's great that we have them here right next to us, and I can grab a cup whenever I need one. But come on down if you're. There's stuff going around. There's just some nasty crud going around. I know. So
are you going 21 out of 24 again this week?
Well, it depends how Josh is. If Josh doesn't heal in time, it might be 24 out of 24. So
oh yeah,
we'll see what happens here.
New studio record.
It will be which would be 45 over the last 2 weeks. So because I did 20.
Holy cow.
21 last week. 22 if you count the district final game
just
on Tuesday.
Nick, think about this, okay? With your reps you're getting in, right? The Beatles. Let's go back. Let's talk about the Beatles for a second. You know, before they became the world national.
Oh, that was a music group, Nick.
I do know the Beatles.
He knows the Beatles. But before they became Beatles, right? They were just in, the UK, just doing their thing, right? In a summer, they performed over 400 venues in a summer.
Dang.
So you're talking about 2-month period.
Yeah.
And then boom, they became the Beatles. So Nick, getting
I'm
those
just
reps
waiting
in,
to be the Beatles.
You about to be that guy.
I'm just waiting to be the Beatles.
The voice. Boys and girls
I just need to be the
basketball.
Beatles.
I'm saying it right now. If
There
you
you
go
go.
24 for 24 next week, you're my early pick to click for sports broadcaster of the year next year.
No, I am not.
I'm
That is
throwing it out there.
too-
I'm
nope.
throwing it out there right
We are
now.
not. I am not going.
I'm
to
throwing it
put
out
that
there.
on me.
You got to put it out there, bro. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm with Raff
I'm
on
saying
this.
it right now.
I'm with
I don't-
Raff. You my guy.
I am not in any position to say that.
Well, I am.
I know that's for us.
That's
Okay,
for us
well,
to
then
say.
I'll let you guys
That's
talk
for
about
us
it.
to
It's your
say.
teammates that hype you up.
I'll put
Yeah.
you guys on the stream. I'm not talking anything about that.
Right.
Well, whoever makes those nominations, I'm
Please
saying
do.
it now.
Yeah.
Nick Sainer,
So,
Because he knows his stuff. He's doing it well.
thanks, boys.
Yep. You're welcome.
Appreciate you.
my odds-on pick, right there.
You
Boom.
know,
Changer.
Nick, let me ask you this. First of all, Nick, you look better this morning, man. I mean,
Yeah.
just
Which
Color in your face looks a lot
Yeah.
cleaner.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I was up till about 1:30 yesterday, so that's a good thing. I'm glad that I'm glad it was not easy to get up
Hopefully
this
you were
morning.
doing. Hopefully you were doing something that you love.
I was.
Right.
Well,
Oh, man.
no, it was good. So
I love
anyway,
it. I love it. That's why I like doing the show. That's awesome.
I was. I mean, I will say I was doing productive stuff. So earlier in the evening, not so much. I was indulging, but later in the evening, I was doing productive stuff.
Hey,
So-
so it probably sounds like this Cameo. You know Cameo, the app?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Obviously, I won't say names for the shout out I did on there, but in the description now they tell me like they give you instructions on what to say and how to say
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And they said it's a birthday thing. It was a birthday shout out. So just know that we're starting our drinking time around noon and might black out around 9 p.m. They're going hard in the paint.
That is awesome.
They're going hard in the paint right there.
Great.
No, because I mean, here's the thing, guys. Is if like I mean, I'll be honest. Like last night, what I was doing from I think it was like 11 till about 1:30 was prepping.
Yeah,
was prepping because
Right.
you have. I mean, I have 12 games in the first 2 days, but normally I would prep the day before or like the 2 days before. Well, you can't when you're doing it all day and you only have a 20-minute breather in between. You can't really do much good enough research, right?
Right.
So it's I prepped for Wednesday games last night and I prepped for now Thursday games today.
Correct.
Because then Friday I don't know the matchups yet, so I have to do those then Wednesday, and it's always like 2 days before basically.
Same
So,
schedule with me.
Yeah.
Class. I got class and then practices. Season's in now, so we got some teams that are just kind of floating around. Players could go. There's some players that are on other teams now. I say go do your thing. Just if you have an opportunity to play with your teammates, then do it. But if not, do you. But do these things. Yeah, prepping for class. Today's my off day, so yeah, when I get out of here, get a quick workout in, and then boom, get some stuff ready for Wednesday's class and intro to esports, and then Friday has been our quiz day, and then now event planning day, because we're going to have 5 groups going out to Lincoln. One group's going to Lincoln High, another one's Northeast, Sports Kinetic down on Westo, Bay High on the other side of where we are right now, and the Nebraska Esports Club is all going to plan out a video game tournament for their. So that's their test. So they get the final. They don't get a paper sit down final with me. They get a physical, go out and get your hands dirty in event planning type final.
That's cool.
There you go.
AG, let me ask you this, man. How many players will be in that tournament?
It depends on how the students plan it out. And so they have to plan it. They got to make the name of it, pick the game. So we're at the fetal stages of that right now. So some of the kids already have an idea. Look, we're going to do Smash, or we're going to do Madden, or maybe 2K, or maybe Call of Duty. So they'll figure it out. And once I do know that, I'll let everybody know on the stream here on the show, what events are happening, where it's going to be it'll be of Dead Week. That's when the week before finals. So be Dead Week when we have those times, because then the students got time. Now they'll do their event and they'll be done. Then they can get to their other classes, get ready for their other tests.
So, okay, here we'll talk video games real quick. Arch Manning opting
Yeah.
out of college football 25.
I just heard about that.
He says that it's because he doesn't want to be distracted from the football field. And don't forget, last year it was this whole thing of he's not taking NIL because he wants to focus on football.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this. I understand not wanting to be distracted, but I'm not sure not doing a process that takes 30 seconds to opt in, how much that takes away from the football field.
True. He has a leg up on things, right?
Yeah.
Being legacy. Maybe he knows behind the scenes stuff that we may not know about that opt-in. But it's also an opt-in and an ambassador option.
Yeah.
And so an ambassador option is kind of like,
and I'm sure he's one of them that would be fall in the category of an ambassador if so desired.
So I was thinking about this too.
But he doesn't have to take the ambassador piece.
So I was thinking that he's got such a big
well, he's
name.
not a gamer then. He's not taking the game, right?
He's got such a big family name, right? And video games have other companies, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so could you see this happen, that another company signs like the Manning family and they come out with
their own game,
a different video game?
True. They're in that neighborhood,
man.
Yeah.
They could be a developer. Trust me. They in their company to say they could do that. I know that.
Because I think you had said that the $600 is fairly low because of knowing what kind of figures that they'll probably do for this game.
Oh my gosh!
And they're trying to pay out how many college athletes?
There's going to be probably be 11. Well, there's probably going to be about 11,000 around that number when it's all done. There's already been 10,000 plus opt in.
Yeah. So with those numbers, so they're trying to obviously, it's like a collective bargaining agreement. They kind of make sure everybody gets an even share, regardless of their status, if they're the All-American or Heisman candidate.
Which is the one way to do it when you're dealing with that number and with that volume, right?
So I think that was EA's act to say, okay, this is fair ground. We'll give this and a game. Here you go.
Yeah.
But you have a ambassador program that we could go through. But obviously that'll mean a little bit more demands, right? Calling out, say, hey, off-season hits and you thinking you're about to chill. Hey, we got this event in so-and-so. Can you come in Dallas? Since you're in Austin, Peyton, can you come? Or Archie, can you come over and do this event? We're having an EA event with high schools. And so now you're kind of on call.
I completely understand not wanting to do that.
Right. Yeah. And that's where his dad, where his uncles can say, hey, either way, they might have you, especially the ambassador role, then you're kind of on their string.
Yeah.
They can pull that string and notify you, and then you got to be there.
Yeah.
So you got to think about that. And for him, his focus right now, as he's clearly stating, is football and my school, and make sure I take care of that.
Let me ask you guys this, man. On those, as an ambassador role, let's say those appearance fees.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what do those appearance fees range from?
Well, it's college is tough, because like I said, the $600, I think that's a fair number for college kids. But like I mentioned a few weeks ago about my MUT and the Madden Ultimate Team, when I got put in there, that was $5,000. I'm a former pro. So I would say probably that's the range between $600 to $5,000 where they can get paid basically.
For the people also that don't feel like maybe 600 is fair, we are so accustomed to always thinking about the Caleb Williams of the world, the Marvin Harrisons. Here's the deal: is if you're a walk on, that's a lot. That is well over. As much as I hate to say this, as bad as this comes across, that's well above their NIL value.
100%. I mean,
and
that's
so you have
business.
to. Exactly. That's what I'm getting at.
Yep.
And so while I think EA's done it well to start, this is the bench. This is the bottom of the barrel. This is where you're going to start. And each year, if they continue to make this, they will continue to increase that amount as well. And so, and they've come out and said that, like, hey, listen, next year it might be 650 or next year it might be 670. Like, so they're going to continuously increase it. And also the market's just always going to go up for it. But we have to also remember, like, we're so dominant, or we're always thinking about, okay, the best quarterbacks, right? Quinn Ewers, okay, hopefully he's in the game. But you're not thinking about the fourth string quarterback that's going to be in the game that's made a barely over $1,000 in NIL his first 3 years in school.
Right.
Like
or nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Right.
And so that, like, 600 for the money, that's a pretty decent NIL package there. Plus you get a game that's going to probably cost $100, $110 depending on what package you get. Yeah. I mean, you're totally fine with that.
Right. And then, like, even with something that Peyton can say, the dad Peyton and myself could say this, obviously, if I had a son or daughter in college right now, I'm like, look, we got nothing.
Yeah.
I said I had to go to, I can't think, what was that out on O Street, AD, the department store we had to go out there and get games from, like not the mall either.
Best Buy or
it was, I can't remember, but it's gone now. But anyway, like, we had to go buy our games, right? We had to, so I'm like, at least you're getting one game free. Because when I played Tecmo Bowl, it was $50 out there.
Yeah.
And I had to go there and ride my bike. I could get those conversations going with my kids. Like, hey, back in my day.
Here's Ahman on his bicycle again.
Players, yes.
Rolling down O Street.
Active players get mad at it.
Yeah, so they can, if they're known that they play it, EA sends it to them right automatically.
Gotcha.
If you could go through your agent, or if somehow you meet them on your own as a player, you can hit them up, say, hey, I'm so-and-so. As soon as they say that your name, they should know who you are. So they'll say, okay, great. Yeah. What's your address? Boom.
Nice.
So it's those two ways you can get the game.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah. I thought that was interesting, just where Arch, because I don't see filling out a form that takes a very short amount of time in all reality and sending it in to just as that's a distraction.
Well, the first thing I had, I just thought maybe they had something else cooking.
If you don't want to accept the money, that's fine. If you don't want to accept the money, I think it's respectable on how Arch is, like, very focused on football, right?
Yeah.
But I would say this, that you can still opt in without being an ambassador.
True.
Just because you opted for, it's like separate deals, basically. Is you opt in for the 600 and then they'll approach you and be like, hey, would you like to be an ambassador?
Right. Exactly.
And that's where he could say no.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm surprised that it would be considered in his eyes such a distraction just to be in the game.
Yeah, it's a Sanderson here in the text group chat here. Never thought I would live in a world where college students scuffs at $600.
Yeah. How about this? Hizzlebear says maybe he thinks he's a 99 overall and is scared to see his rating at 78. Hey,
right there. What's that? Hizzlebear? Great name, by the way. Awesome name. When you one of my
highest rating in Madden.
My highest rating
at the start.
At the start.
Yep.
So they gave me 2 ratings.
Okay.
When they first did me for Ultimate Team, I had a 99, and then I had a 97 or 96.
Look at this guy.
So
99 club.
I wasn't below 95.
99 club.
Yeah.
You know,
now Dylan Hill is going to join him
AD.
in the 99 club.
Go AD.
No, finish that point, AG, because that's a good point. Finish that.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not a point. It's a more of a remark, comment on something that. So one of my funniest days of the year is the week of Madden launch. So like August, September, whenever the game drops, EA, because they know this is coming now, they have a video crew go to all 32 teams to get players' reactions to themselves on that game. And you got, guys, either rookies or got Mike Evans, future Hall of Famers are commenting like, really? My catching in traffic is 65. Wow, y'all just don't think I'm trash. So you got these players. It is the funniest thing. I'll say, if you want to laugh, between late August, early September. Watch the video that comes on YouTube of player reactions to their ratings to Madden. Hilarious.
They get fired.
Check that out.
They take it. It's personal. Yeah, it's personal.
You know, I'll say this before we go to break. My thing with Archie is this: when you come from a family, a legacy family like that. Now, granted, $600 is a lot of money. $20 is a lot of money to me. It always will be.
Yes.
But you think about Manning, that's not a lot of money to him whatsoever.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about generational wealth. He comes from a family of generational wealth with the amount of money they have. So I can see both sides of it. But I mean, if the kid doesn't want to do it, doesn't want to do it. I mean, he's not short of anything. His kids are fine financially. Now, I can see the marketing aspect to be good, but I don't fault the kid. I guess I would have just said, kind of like our comments we were talking about before yesterday, or a couple days ago, we were talking about the media. Just simply say, I just opted not to. That's all I have to say about it. You ain't got to say nothing about preparation. Just opted out. Next question. But I don't blame the kid. I mean, heck, of course I would have taken it. Most kids would have, but most kids are not come from the legacy of Archie Manning either.
3 weeks from now, releasing Manning Family Football.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch. Yeah. That is the company. People don't sleep on Nintendo. Nintendo is everywhere. They're everywhere. There you go.
All right, everyone. We will throw it to break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in March. Try their pesto cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. For lunch, try the salmon panini with provolone, sesame oil, and tomatoes on a ciabatta roll with bagel chips. Perfect for Lent. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Landmark Implement is your local authorized John Deere dealer. Landmark's trained and certified sales staff will help you find the right equipment for your needs at a price that's right for you, all backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. Whether it's a tractor, planter, combine, an easy track lawnmower, or gator, every piece of equipment in pre-owned inventory is put through a rigorous inspection so it's ready to work hard for you. Landmark's team works together to make sure everything is sold meets their quality standards. Learn more at landmarkimp.com or stop into a local Landmark location and experience the Landmark difference.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn to ride a motorcycle, how to start a small business, how to dance, or take a course to advance in your current career path. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card Spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry.
This deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
The countdown is on for the biggest tournament in college basketball. The clock is ticking, and a whopping $1 million is waiting for you. Warhorse Festival of Games is giving you a chance to earn the bragging rights of a lifetime. Oh, and one massive jackpot. Will your bracket beat them all? Here's how it works. Rack up bonus bracket entries by hitting the slots and placing sports and racing wagers starting March 1st at Warhorse Casino. Lock in your winning picks online after the teams are announced March 17th. Then activate your brackets in person at Warhorse Casino Lincoln by the 24th. The best brackets will win prizes each week, and a perfect bracket puts $1 million in your pocket. Get all the dates and details at warhorsecasino.com, plus even more ways to score big. Only at Warhorse Casino Lincoln. Minutes from downtown at Highway 77 and West Denton Road. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we have some really big savings for you right now. Our new crossover sale is underway. New Terrains, Equinoxes, and Trailblazers starting at $23,290. That's right, $23,290. Also, we've continued our huge Sierra and Silverado truck sale with over $10,000 off new pickups. You heard right, over $10,000 off list. Koppel truly has a small town feel with big city deals. We're right down 144th Street or at KoppelCars.com. Stock numbers G260980 and C119824.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
You did feel the need to cuss in this one. Yeah, you cannot be this mentally fragile. Act like you're a damned NCAA tournament team.
Listen, I'm not going to change the way I tweet.
Do you think Fred saw the tweet? Do you think Fred saw the tweet and called a timeout and they're like, Sorensen's upset? I got to get this.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
Be a memory for your grandchildren. Among Nebraska adults age 65 or older, 47% report current alcohol use. Drinking too much can cause harm to children, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, you will still be around for your grandchildren. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This first hour of The Drive is proudly sponsored by Sandhills Global. Sandhills Global is looking to fill 100 new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. Got it. Boom. And congratulations to Professor Rick on his 3rd day of retirement. He's watching. He is watching. So congratulations. I want to retire.
Congrats.
Wait.
You're now retired. I mean, you are retired. I'm retired from football. I'm not,
AG's like, I'm Johnny Manziel. I'm not retired.
Right.
You
I'm the record.
you can't close the book now.
I am grinding.
No, you're like Bo Jackson now. This is your hobby now.
Sorta. I'll say sorta because it's some work. It's some work getting done here. So,
but you know what, you guys. First of all, big congrats to Professor Rick, man. He's been a long time listener. Always got great comments and inputs. Appreciate you, man. Enjoy your retirement, brother. But knowing him from just his text, never met him before. I think he lives right down the street, not too far from me, actually. I can't see a guy like him just not doing anything. I'm sure he'll find a hobby or something else doing. It's kind of like with my dad when he stopped cleaning, being a janitor. He just poured his efforts more into the church, where he was a pastor. He just poured his efforts there. I just couldn't see AG. I mean, we're wired different. Yeah. We're wired different, as I think, as obviously you playing at the highest level. For you just to go do nothing, that wouldn't even sit right with you. It's just like there's no way I could do that. Just sit home and do nothing. I mean, you want to be industrious, accomplish something, do something.
Well, I've thought about this. I'm a forward thinker, guys. Y'all gonna learn this about me, and I'm in a good mood today. I'm gonna share this with you. like AD said, his dad retired, and he wanted to put himself back in the community. And you know what I want to do? Because I already thought about this. 2 jobs: manager at GameStop and TSA agent.
Hey. I would love.
I'm gonna be that dude in that blue outfit with the blue pants, blue shirt, blue tie, telling people, "Hey, your computer, everything got to come
out
of
your bag. Take it out of your bag.
Boom.
You scan it. Don't take this one out of your bag.
TSA.
Take shoes off.
Graph it up, baby.
Are your pockets empty?
AG, I can see that, man. You know, Raff. What about you? When you retire, what would you want to do?
Nothing.
He is retired then,
right?
Shocker.
I want to do absolutely nothing.
He's basically retired.
I want to sit on the back deck. I want to smoke cigars and I want to golf. That's it. And watch television when the Masters is on.
Yeah, I might have to join you when I have my off days.
Yeah,
TSA or GameStop. Yeah, I'm with you, Raff.
Yep, Raff's Roadies, baby, for life.
When I retire, and first of all, I do something I love doing. So I would just say I wouldn't do it as much, the travel and the hustle and bustle, because I can feel it now at 50, but I couldn't just not do anything. One thing I would love to do, man, maybe work in Barnes and Noble.
There you go.
I love books, man. I'd be one of those guys, the books, and I'd be a golf ambassador. I'd just be on the golf course. Checking people in, making sure that the speed of the game is going fast.
You could be the marshal.
I'm the marshal. Yeah. That's it.
Marshal.
That's it.
Where you're just riding around on a golf cart.
That's it.
How you doing?
Yeah. I want to be a course marshal, work at Barnes and Noble, or be a greeter like at a coffee house or something like that. I just couldn't not do something. I'd have to do something, but I would keep going, man.
It's too bad. It's too bad Walmart doesn't hand out those little smiley face stickers anymore.
Walmart.
Oh yeah.
Walmart did that job. Hey,
hello, welcome to Walmart.
Hello, brother. Take a sticker. Hello, brothers. Take a sticker.
No disrespect against Walmart, because I like Walmart. I go in there, but sometimes you don't know what type of clientele you're gonna get either. So I wouldn't want somebody coming in there tripping either. So but yeah, I mean, I do something like that, man. But Professor Rick, brother, I know you've labored for a lot of years, man, in your craft.
Thank you, sir.
Enjoy your time in retirement, my man. Nick, something that's not going to be retirement is that voice coming up, man. We got some big games starting tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
I was looking at these. Go ahead, brother.
Gentlemen. So there's class D2 obviously at 9 and 10:45.
Okay.
But at 1:30 and then on the rest of the day is class A.
It's on.
So first of all, the 4-5 matchup between Omaha North and Omaha Central.
Okay,
yeah,
that is a rivalry.
AG, are you going?
Be impartial.
I might.
Are you going, AG?
Come on
tomorrow?
down. Come hang out.
Oh, I got to go to that.
Come
one.
on, come hang out.
I think the rivalry started because of me.
Shoot me a text.
I'm not saying.
Be
I know
impartial.
Omaha North and Central been around way longer before I got on this planet, but it was some when I left from Omaha North to Central.
Yeah,
the people like, oh,
You
hey,
started
I was
this.
the traitor. I was every time.
Oh,
they
you're
saw
gonna
me,
get booed tomorrow.
No,
by
I
Omaha
was
North.
I was
Boo.
knowing the traitor in North Omaha.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, okay.
So
you know?
so here's the thing is
So yes,
here's what's
This gonna be
wild.
fun.
I will say, if
Physical.
if you're thinking about going to that game, get there before they start warming up, because it might be chippy in warm ups.
Oh no, for sure. The football game.
the John will be happening in warm ups.
I went to the football game this season.
Yeah,
and from the first quarter, to the fourth quarter, I would have to say just in the first quarter alone, there were at least 10 personal flags fouled in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Like it's pass interference.
Oh boy,
hitting after the play was dope. You know, it was. I was like, wow,
it's gonna be pretty chippy. It's gonna be pretty
So
chippy yesterday.
you're saying
Plus-
none of these two teams will be winning the sportsmanship award?
no. It's gonna be like from the longest yard was
Hey, and the way that I saw Omaha Central coming to Pius X last
Yeah.
Tuesday,
Burt Reynolds.
they are some dogs.
Burt Reynolds
I mean,
with the longest yard. Remember how the inmates?
Oh,
and the
yeah.
guards got-
Crew.
It's
Paul
going to be
Crew.
that game. I don't know who's going to be the inmates and who's
Oh
going to be
my goodness.
the guards, but it's going to be that type of
no,
game.
this
It's-
is
even though we're playing basketball.
it
here.
is going to be chippy from the start.
Oh boy,
I
you
just
have-
saw that on
you
the chart
have
here.
that at 3:15. Then at 7:45, it's Lincoln Southeast against Omaha West Side.
Oh,
Here's the thing.
Every night is nighttime.
Here's the thing. So obviously, Lincoln Southeast is. I mean, they play physical.
Not surprised.
Lincoln Southeast also beat Omaha West Side, and West Side could not hit a layup to save their life the first time around. Me and
Really?
Jay had the game from Southeast High School earlier in the season.
Right.
But I'll tell you this also. They've been jawing back and forth on Twitter.
I bet they have.
So there are receipts,
Uh-oh.
as Robert Sala would say.
Oh.
As Robert Sala would say, there
Hey,
are receipts.
that is that's the word phrase of the year, maybe.
Yeah,
right.
I'm
now.
keeping
I'm
receipts.
keeping receipts.
And so they're like up to like last week to now today. There's exchanges on Twitter.
Oh boy.
Oh.
So it is going to be a little chippy in a couple of games tomorrow. It's also interesting, like really cool storyline here. Gretna, and this is more on a somber note, right? Gretna has been through such a whirlwind of the season after losing to their head coach. After losing their head coach Brad Feakin to his battle with cancer midway through the season. They're actually honestly my dark horse, and because of it would create an incredible storyline. Number one.
I'm with you. there.
Number two, I think some of their guard play is some of the best, right? So they have obviously Landon Pekorski, who's a college guy. They have Alec Wilkins, Alex Wilcoxon. Like those are their three guards, and they are some of the best in Class A. So they've also had a really nice season down low from Cade Cook as well. So they have the 7-2 matchup tomorrow against Millard North, who obviously has been here.
Yeah.
But then also I would say that Creighton Prep is really interesting because Brian Ludke, who is the head coach of Creighton Prep, while they have to face off against the juggernaut Bellevue West tomorrow at 1:30.
Yeah, they got the first game.
Don't sleep on Creighton Prep. They did not look good. Lincoln Southeast went into Creighton Prep. It was like a 38-33 ball game. It was a rock fight basically between the South.
I like that comment, by the way.
Between Southeast
Rock
and between Southeast and Creighton Prep in the district final. It might be interesting. Now we talk about guard play so much. Creighton Prep has lost their best guard to the season. So for an extended part of time because of an injury. So
gotcha.
That certainly hurts the junior Jays there. But there's a lot of Husker football recruits in there. Obviously, you have McMorris with Bellevue West. You have Donovan Jones at Omaha North.
Awesome.
At Omaha Central, you have a future wide receiver in Deshaun Prince, who's been offered by the Huskers. At Millard North, you have Pierce Newberry, who's been offered by the Huskers. That's just in Class A. Carter Nelson plays tomorrow for Ainsworth as well. Or maybe, that might be on Thursday morning. But nonetheless, so
can the football coaches go to that?
Yeah,
I would assume so.
I would assume you're going to see a large
especially like for the guy. A lot of those guys are also signed.
True.
So they're already they're already
they can watch it
go.
from the two. But from like a technicality standpoint, right? Because like NCAA say, oh, that's recruiting,
Yeah. Well, I wasn't sure with high school basketball because were the college coaches able to watch high school football championship games?
Yeah.
Yes.
They were okay.
They couldn't. I know
They couldn't.
could come to my track meets.
They couldn't come to the game.
Okay.
But if I remember correctly, they were watching on TV.
They could watch on TV. So I wasn't sure if
like they could
so
be in
like
their
Rule
offices.
could go into the arena. Would that be considered recruiting because they're high school guys there?
I think there's like contact, like
it might
face-to-face conversation. If I
Okay,
remember
so he
correctly.
could still buy a ticket and
Yeah,
go
you
watch.
come. Yeah, as long as no face-to-face
Gotcha.
interaction stuff like that. Because I remember my junior year that at state track, UCLA was walking around the place.
Terry Donahue. Hey, what's up?
It wasn't Terry. It was one of his recruiter coaches, but it was. I was like, huh? He just walks up to me. How you doing, Ahman? I'm like, about to I see his shirt, his sweater, his white sweater with UCLA. I'm like, I was just speechless because I'm like, you're here to see me?
That's awesome.
I didn't know what to say. I'm like, oh my God, really? This is so cool.
That's awesome.
Well, you look at right now, we go to break real quick, but before we do, there's 3 teams that are undefeated coming into the state tournament. You got Class B Crete at 25-0. They've been riding that thing high for the whole year. In C1, you got Auburn, of course, that's 26-0.
Yeah.
And D1, you got Johnson Brock that is 25-0. So you think about that. Of all these teams, you only have 3, which I thought was even a lot. You have 3 that are coming in undefeated into this thing. And tomorrow, as you mentioned, Nick, it's going to be some great games. You know, like I said, the Bellevue West Creighton Prep game is at 6 o'clock p.m. at Pinnacle at the Vault. You got Omaha North. I'm sorry, 1:30. That Bellevue West Creighton Prep game is at 1:30, followed by Omaha North Central. They better have a lot of security. That game I'm on. You got
serious, man. Seriously, the football game. I was like, I was trying to tell that, like as alumni, I went on the central sideline and said, "Hey guys, tone it down. You're gonna not win the game if you keep getting flagged every other play. I know it's emotions. I get it." But it's football too, so focus.
Well, hey,
and I'm not the coach. I'm the alumni, right?
My thing is this: I saw the way Central came into Pius last week and took care of business. They took care of business. Bruce Chubbuck had his dudes ready to go, and he's going to have them ready to roll tomorrow. And so,
well, Nick, are you calling?
Shout out to Central, by the way.
Absolutely. So, Nick, are you calling? My nephews play for Sumner SCM. They play. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss it because I fly out again tomorrow, but. Sumner, Eddyville Miller takes on Walt Hill tomorrow at 7:45 p.m. to Vandy. Are you doing that game, Nick?
No, we need them to get to the championship game at 8:15 on Saturday.
Yes.
Need them to get to the championship.
I would love. Is that Saturday night?
Saturday night, 8:15 p.m.
Yes, that'd be huge, man. So there's some great games coming in. Amherst takes on Bridgeport at 9 a.m. at Devaney. You got Summerlin, and that's in that's Class C2. Then that's followed up at 10:45 by Summerlin versus Cross County, 21-3, 22-5. Ponca takes on Norfolk Catholic in second off action as well. So there's going to be some great games going on.
I mean, even a couple intriguing ones like in the 4-5 game in C1 is Ogallala versus Wahoo. So that's going to be an interesting one there. Also, you have a team that's all too familiar with being in the state tournament in Class C1, Ashland Greenwood. Ashland Greenwood and Auburn they continuously run through the tournament. And so obviously the Ashland Greenwood, it's been beneficial for them because they've had the Jacobson brothers, Kale, obviously, who's currently at Nebraska, but then now his younger brother as well. That's at Ashland Greenwood. So
you know what, Nick, and this is a quick shout out to Raff's Knights. Cool story I read about them. They had just lost to Omaha Bryan, 68-66. And the coach warning took them to the Round the Bend restaurant right there outside Gretna. And they're on a school bus because the charter buses were all kind of accounted for. They took a school bus, and the school bus gets stuck, fellas, in the parking lot in mud. So Coach Warning goes in, is trying to get some help inside, the bus driver, etc. He comes out. Now, these guys have just dropped a tough one, okay, against Omaha Bryan. He comes out, and the players are out there pushing the bus out of the mud. And he said that was a bonding moment, and they've used that throughout the year, that it's going to take all of us. So, like I said, I just think it's a cool story. It's a good narrative as they embark on this the second straight time going to the state tournament. But if you push a bus together out of the mud, there's some things you can get accomplished throughout this tournament.
That's just that Southeast toughness right there.
Yeah, there's buy-in right there. That's what that is. That's what buy-in looks like.
Raff? That's enough.
I'm still waiting for my Southeast swag bag.
Yeah. Oh, man. Take us a break, brothers.
All right, we'll touch a break. Just the drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Be a memory for your grandchildren. Among Nebraska adults age 65 or older, 47% report current alcohol use. Drinking too much can cause harm to children, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, you will still be around for your grandchildren. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Quote tweeted that.
You did feel the need to cuss in this one. Yeah. You cannot be this mentally fragile. Act like you're a damned NCAA tournament team.
Listen, I'm not going to change the way I tweet.
Do you think Fred saw the tweet? Do you think Fred saw the tweet and called a timeout? And they're like, Sorensen's upset. I got to get this.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska, or online in your own home. Learn to ride a motorcycle, how to start a small business, how to dance, or take a course to advance in your current career path. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we have some really big savings for you right now. Our new crossover sale is underway. New Terrains, Equinoxes, and Trailblazers starting at $23,290. That's right, $23,290. Also, we've continued our huge Sierra and Silverado truck sale with over $10,000 off new pickups. You heard right, over $10,000 off list. Koppel truly has a small town feel with big city deals. We're right down 144th Street or at KoppelCars.com. Stock numbers G260980 and C119824.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Life is all about balance, so how about a little sweet and a little heat to make your week? At Wings and Rings, we're introducing our all-new Hot Honey menu for the month of March. Try our one-of-a-kind house-made sauce on the brand-new Hot Honey chicken sandwich or our Hot Honey shrimp and slaw. And of course, you can get it on the traditional boneless or smoked wings that have made Wings and Rings your go-to neighborhood spot. But don't wait, Hot Honey is only here until April 1st. So stop by Wings and Rings at one of our 2 Lincoln locations today, on O Street and on Village Lane.
Landmark Implement is your local authorized John Deere dealer. Landmark's trained and certified sales staff will help you find the right equipment for your needs at a price that's right for you, all backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. Whether it's a tractor, planter, combine, an easy track lawnmower, or gator, every piece of equipment in pre-owned inventory is put through a rigorous inspection so it's ready to work hard for you. Landmark's team works together to make sure everything that is sold meets their quality standards. Learn more at landmarkhemp.com or stop into a local Landmark location and experience the Landmark difference.
School taught you all about the 4 seasons: spring, summer, and so on. And then there's the way we really tell what time of year it is in sports seasons: football season, baseball season, or off season. But what's the chocolate season? Well, it's now. And now, and now, and always. Whether you're looking for a caffeinated pick-me-up on the way to work, a little snack on the way home, or you need the perfect gift that's sure to be appreciated, it's time for the chocolate season. 40th and Old Cheney, or order ahead at thechocolatseason.com.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Tuesday, and it's time for a little bit of history.
I love it. I love it. I love it. What you got, Raff? I got some too. What you got? What you guys got?
Okay, my history for today. In 1993, Boston Celtic Larry Bird undergoes back fusion surgery.
Oh, I remember
and that pretty much put the end to Larry Legend's career there, because he played in those 92 Olympics where he was hurting pretty bad, but he was able to play a little bit, but his back was just hurting him so much. So kind of stunk for the NBA because he still has some years left in him.
You know, Raff, I remember during that dream team, during the Olympics, remember he was always laying on his stomach on the sideline. Yep.
I remember that. Yep.
It was tough to see him like that, but he gave his best for it. That's for sure. That's for sure. That's for sure.
A show.
In history, folks, in this week, in 2014, Bo Pelini signs a contract extension. There were people in the media that were reaching out to the athletic department to get specifics, et cetera, because it hadn't been signed yet. And Bo said it had been sitting on his desk for about a week because he hadn't got around to signing the contract yet. But it was just sitting on his desk.
Nice. That was a red flag right there, wasn't it? Or kind of? It was information, I'll say. It was information.
Yeah. At that time, that contract was worth a little over $3 million, 75 that year. And it shows you guys just in that short amount of time. Okay, well, I can't say short amount of time. It's been a decade, give or take. But it shows you how much the money has increased as far as payments go, y'all. I mean, because you figure obviously right now rules 8.5, 7.5, soon to go to 9 as that thing scales up. You look at some of your top coaches in the business. DeBoer's is up there, of course. Dabo's is up there. Kirby's is up there. These guys are making it's a different ball game, I'm gonna ask you this because AG, you were with us prior to this, we asked these questions. Would you more likely want to coach in the pros right now or in the collegiate ranks right now in football?
Be honest, either one will work for me.
There we go.
It's really the same. I'm looking at the same area because technically transfer portal is free agency, and some schools are hiring GMs right now, so it wouldn't be no different.
That's a good point.
In terms of what I've experienced as a pro, and then what I know now at the college scene. So either scene would not be different. It's just as a pro coach, obviously I'll be talking to grown men, and obviously, both situations, it'll be at a certain amount of respect when I talk to them, but also it's like we looking for buy-in, we look for it. So I wouldn't approach it either way. Either differently.
Even with NIL and the transfer portal, like in the professionals, when they sign, a 3-year contract or a 5-year contract, that you're going to have them for, as long.
Correct.
So would that bother you any, knowing that you're going to have to re-recruit your players every single day being in college?
I say it'd just be a little extra work we got to do as a staff, because when I first heard about NIL coming in, and it's like, you just got to adjust to the coverage. You got to adjust to the offense or the defense now. Now you got to adjust to players. If they're not feeling it, or they're not going to say, oh, I'm not getting my time in, I'm going to go to this next program. But I'm going to tell them when they come in, like, yeah, you could go and come as you go now, as you please, kind of. But there's if you leave here and you go wherever you go, you're going to have to do the same thing.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to prove yourself over again. And 9 times out of 10, you do better just staying where you are and working it out. Because now you got a year in, you got another year coming. You in the playbook, offensive, defensively. You know the coaches a little bit better. So moving and then picking up and going sometimes is the best move, but sometimes you might want to really get some thought into it.
Nice.
You know, it's you look at the things that Bo dealt with, and we can go back and forth on this all day long. You know, the politics side of it. We all know the strained relationship between him and Eichhorst, how that happened. At least snippets of what happened. I mean, and sometimes that just happens in sports, not making coloring even in a bad light. Sometimes personalities just don't mesh. You know, Ahman, you told the story about your coach at Houston and telling you not to lift weights. You're like, what are you talking about? Don't lift weights. This is how I got to where I am today. You know, so what's I mean, he was a bad, but you guys just seen things on a different plane. You know, it's a different perspective, and that happens sometimes in sports. So it shows you college sports has just changed. The very fact we're leading off the show talking about college kids turning down $600 to appear on a video game. You know, it just shows you the landscape has changed, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to keep watching it. It's going to be fun to keep watching it, man.
All right. Well, we'll throw it to break. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, man.
We'll throw it to break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Service Ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry, this deal ends soon. See Home Club for details.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and we have some really big savings for you right now. Our new crossover sale is underway. New Terrains, Equinoxes, and Trailblazers starting at $23,290. That's right, $23,290. Also, we've continued our huge Sierra and Silverado truck sale with over $10,000 off new pickups. You heard right, over $10,000 off list. Coppell truly has a small town feel with big city deals. We're right down 144th Street or at CoppellCars.com. Stock numbers G260980 and C119824.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you are passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, Just do it. Stop judging me. Just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
The countdown is on for the biggest tournament in college basketball. The clock is ticking, and a whopping $1 million is waiting for you. Warhorse Festival of Games is giving you a chance to earn the bragging rights of a lifetime. Oh, and one massive jackpot. Will your bracket beat them all? Here's how it works. Rack up bonus bracket entries by hitting the slots and placing sports and racing wagers starting March 1st at Warhorse Casino. Lock in your winning picks online after the teams are announced March 17th. Then activate your brackets in person at Warhorse Casino Lincoln by the 24th. The best brackets will win prizes each week, and a perfect bracket puts $1 million in your pocket. Get all the dates and details at warhorsecasino.com. Plus even more ways to score big. Only at Warhorse Casino Lincoln. Minutes from downtown at Highway 77 and West Denton Road. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see increasing cloud cover throughout the day. Also see calm winds and an afternoon high around 57. Tonight, partly cloudy skies are expected with an overnight low around 32. And tomorrow, partly sunny skies will return a little warmer, see a high around 60. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This second hour is proudly sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance or need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hall and his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, and custom design. Visit DoorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
So, guys, before we dive into what's coming up next, I need to shout out a former Preps baseball player from the state of Nebraska, from Millard South High School, really quickly. Cam Kozol. He's now currently playing at Vanderbilt. He's in his first year at Vanderbilt, freshman, obviously. Mm-hmm. He's played in all 13 games as a true freshman. Vanderbilt is a top 10 team in the country right now.
Yeah.
He started at designated hitter, at DH, right? And so how about this in his last 5 games? The guy, on the season, he's hitting 397 from at the plate.
Nice.
But in his last 5 games, he's 14 for 24 with 4 doubles, 2 home runs, and 15 RBIs.
Man, he's not.
The guy is on a tear.
He's raking.
He is on a tear as a true freshman hitting cleanup on number 7, I think, number 7, Vanderbilt, their squad.
Nice.
Vandy is a perennial College World Series type of program. And you have the pride of Nebraska, one of the former players from Millard South High School, Cam Kozol, is raking down there at Vanderbilt. So I just had to shout that out because now he just got SEC Freshman of the Week this week, and so people are starting to take notice of and you want to talk about baseball recruiting real quick. Cale Fountain is going to be going to LSU, and he's from Norris High School. LSU obviously just won the championship last year. You have Jeter Worthley at Lincoln East, who's currently committed to the University of Michigan. You have Tyson Lewis, who currently plays at Millard West, who is going to be playing at Arkansas. So, I mean, you have a lot of really, really good high school baseball talent in the state of Nebraska. So there you go.
Great shout out to him, man. Great shout out. Sweet. Well, before we get to I know this is a short segment before we have a 9:30.
That's for the best, AD.
What's up?
I said that's for the best.
I'm going to let you guys. We'll do that one. I'll have to step away after 9:30 to head down to the Cook Museum of Natural Sciences. Raff, I know you'll be down here soon, but I've never been to that place before in Decatur, so I'm excited to see what that looks like. That's where the event's going to be held at. So you guys will take over that. I know at 9:30 we'll knock it out the park. Raff, AG, Nick, you guys, is it business? Was it a little bit shaky or shady on how you think Denver had held and dealt with the Russell Wilson situation? Raff, I know you're going to be biased a little bit, but you do a good job of being subjective. Objective as well, which I appreciate that. But man, that just seems. I mean, they're $85 million in the hole. Raff, your Broncos, $85 million against the cap.
Yep.
AG, I'm going to start with you. Raff, I'm going to go with you. Nick, feel free to chime in. AG, do you think the situation was handled the right way?
No, it was handled terribly. Like I said, on a rainy game when a running back's trying to hold the rock. All right. It was not professional at all.
Piss poor.
Yes, it was bad. Those are your words. I'm just saying bad. When you have a guy of his caliber, regardless, guys can't always be the guy they was, right? We're athletes. Sometimes we got it, sometimes we don't. He had it for 1 year for sure. We know it was a miscommunication between him and coaches. Then the second year when Peyton came in from New Orleans, the former coach from there, won a Super Bowl and was a commentator for a year. He gets in, and I had players that I know that are current players and then guys that are retired that played with Peyton as their coach said that he can pick favorites or he could get you on his you know what list. And so that's where Russell was from day one, which was unfair to Russell. Him coming into the organization, having already somebody that he's got to work with. I'm talking about Peyton, got to work with Russell Wilson here. And you already have him in negative territory just because of what he's seen through the season. And it's like, you got to get there first. Observe what's been going on in the building because there's more things going on. There's more players in the building, more administrators that run the Broncos than say that was just Russell was the problem. You know, so you can't just put all that hate or whatever he had against Russell because you got to remember he's a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah,
he's been to Super Bowl a couple times.
Yeah.
So having a conversation as a head coach to the quarterback, that's day one, and then to see out, hey man, what's going on? You know, fill me in on what happened last season, right? You know, he's a human being. Things happen in life. You know, was it something off the field that we didn't know about that you didn't express, or was it just one of those years was like, coach, I couldn't figure it out. You know, if you say that to me, then I kind of know. And so Peyton came in hot, and I've heard he's kind of like that. He's a hothead. So like I said from the start, they did not handle it right, and it's unfortunate because Russell is a guy that has been proven, and you know everybody is not a big fan of all what he does on social media. I'm fully aware, but still, he's a guy that is going to eventually. He's going to be on the list to go into Canton, and for what he's done on and off the field, he's done a lot. So, unfortunately for him, that him and his family, they had to go through it. But yeah, they did not handle it properly.
Raff, that's a great take on it too. AG, obviously coming from a person with your perspective and background, it's a great take. Raff, what's your take on it, man?
Well, we kind of talked about it a little bit in the last segment. It wasn't Sean Payton. Russell Wilson was not Sean Payton's quarterback.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, that's basically what it was. If it would have been, then Russell Wilson would still be with the Broncos. But being that he was not Sean Payton's quarterback, we were talking a little bit at the break that Sean Payton's a lot like Bill Parcells. They're stubborn. And it's probably what makes them so great is that they are stubborn like that. And being that Russell Wilson was not the quarterback that Sean Payton wanted, that's what's made, I mean, like you said, $85 million against the cap. This is no small thing. I understand, you know, that the way it was handled, probably not right. I get that, but Ahman's going to probably say the same thing. It's the NFL. The owners, they don't give really much of a two dimes or nickels what they think about.
Yeah, very few do. Very few owners do. I'll say,
and
that.
it's big business. And I know that Russell. He's probably not super upset because that $39 million is hitting his bank account. So I'm sure he'll enjoy that.
That's a good thing for him and his family.
It's a very good thing for that.
All right.
But it's big business, and it wasn't. And that quarterback was not Sean Payton's quarterback. At the end of the day, that's all it was. And Sean Payton, for his system to work, he needs his quarterback, or he thinks he needs his quarterback. So it'll be interesting to see, how Denver deals with this, because I'm not sure whether you draft one. I don't think they have enough money in free agency. I mean, it's going to be an interesting year for Denver. It's one of those years that it's even in like the doldrums, I've always been able to think of something like positive, but I'm not sure what that positive is going to be, because I don't know if they have the draft capital to trade up. I mean, if you have to trade a Surtain, well, then you're going to hamper your defense. So it's going to be an interesting offseason in Denver, that's for sure.
Yeah, they need to certify CP up in that joint.
Yeah.
For cap management.
Well, let's just put it this way. It's going to be an interesting offseason for Denver, along with many other teams as far as that goes. They're all got some interesting gaps and holes to fill. And Russ, I don't think it's going to have any shortage of suitors for services, because Denver's picking up the tab, so they could get him for literally a bargain because he's already getting paid by someone else. So he could, and really it's a good situation for Russ as well, because he can choose where he wants to go for the most part, of where he could be a guy that come in day one and put in work. Raff, I heard you and Sip and Jake talking, New York potentially, obviously Pittsburgh. I would have no qualms with that whatsoever, because it's a very low risk and a very high reward with a guy like Russell Wilson. But it is 9:30. I know we don't want to keep our guests waiting too long. I know you'll take a quick break and bring her back. So Raff, I'll let you take it out, man.
All right, we'll throw it to break. Just the drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8. You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see increasing cloud cover throughout the day. Also see calm winds and an afternoon high around 57. Tonight, partly cloudy skies are expected with an overnight low around 32. And tomorrow, partly sunny skies will return a little warmer, see a high around 60. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Imagine a healthier, more active, physically fit version of yourself. If you've been putting off getting into shape, now is the time with the Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping 10-week challenge. Our program combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching to help you achieve your fitness goals. And ticket listeners, you can get $150 off the enrollment fee. The next challenge begins on March 23rd. You can get all the info at fxblincoln.com. Don't wait any longer. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Are you in the market for a new garage door or need to repair your old one? It's wintertime, and that means snow, wind, and freezing temperatures, all things that can cause sticky locks and damage to your garage door. If you're experiencing any issues with your commercial or residential garage door during the winter months, call Cameron Hall and his team at Doors Plus. Don't be trapped outside in the cold because of a poorly maintained garage door. Call Doors Plus today at 402-590-5800 or visit them online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more. Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Now's the time to schedule your air conditioner service check with Bryant. Make sure it's ready to keep you cool and comfortable when you really need it. Call Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating, 467-1111.
Hey guys, it's Bill Bush. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty has opened a new location in Pender, Nebraska, in addition to their office in Lincoln. The real estate world can be confusing, so why wouldn't you want an expert helping you every step of the way? If you're looking to buy or sell farmland in Nebraska, Kansas, or Iowa, give Ethan Sorensen a call today at 402-380-0432 or visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty with locations in Lincoln and now Pender, Nebraska.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Hello? Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with yourself for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Alcohol has strained our relationship. Drinking too much can cause harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, we will save our relationship. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Tuesday, and we have a special guest from the Omaha Supernovas, outside hitter Brooke Neneviller. Brooke, I am so sorry about that. It's nice to have you on the line here today.
Hi, how are you?
Great. How are you today?
Doing good.
I'm doing good. This is a perfect little time because we have practice at 10, so a little sneak in right before. If I have teammates walking by, just know they're probably laughing.
So Brooke, let's start here. Let's talk about the schedule, right? Because you guys have been on the road a lot. And it's kind of been a nonstop go for you guys these last couple of weeks. What's it been like? What's it been like being on the road? Are you one of those that like the road more than home? Because now here you are for like the next month. I think you guys are at home for a pretty good chunk of the time. I know you go on the road this weekend, but for a pretty good chunk of the time this next couple of weeks, you're hanging out at the CHI.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, honestly, this last little road trip, I think 5 out of the last 6 games were on the road, and we hadn't had any away games before that. I wouldn't necessarily say I prefer one over the other. I think there's things that I like about both of them. For example, we're playing at home at CHI in front of 11,000 people averaging, which is just something that you're not getting anywhere else. And just feeling that fan support and just the people in Nebraska that love volleyball is an incredible thing to be a part of. And then, I've always liked going on the road because I actually like when fans are cheering against me. I feel like it gets me motivated. And I think a lot of our teammates are like that, which is why you've seen some success. And I think we finally found our rhythm, which is exciting too.
Yeah. Brooke, how you doing? It's Ahman Green here on Ticket. A couple questions. One is, like Nick just mentioned, being on the road so much. So who's your roommate, and what is your routine, this game routine when you're on the road or even at home as well? the night before the games, before you go to bed?
Yeah, we switched roommates actually, so I get to do with a lot of different girls, which is fun. Team bonding, you know. I wouldn't necessarily say that I have this mapped out routine. I would say probably the day of is when I start to more like get my mind right for the game. I listen to music a lot. That's a really big thing for me. I think in the locker room especially, I'm pretty like zoned in. I'm kind of like doing some visualization things. I'm working on some breath work things. But our locker room's pretty similar. I think, you know, listen to music, but it's cool to learn from some of the vets, you know, like someone like that, 36 years old, who's been doing it for 20 years, using a few things from that too.
Okay. Gotcha there.
So Brooke,
Nice.
Once again, Brooke Nunaviller joining us on the Allo VIP line. A VIP line brought to you by Allo Fiber, where they understand the importance of exceptional service with a local heart. Now, Brooke, okay, so you mentioned the fan support, and I just have to talk about it because, and every player that we've had on the show, we've asked them their thoughts, but I think each person and each player in your guys' shoes, especially as somebody that's played overseas and now back in the United States, obviously you played college volleyball at Oregon and stuff, but now as a professional league in the United States, what's this first couple of months been like for you? This experience of being able to play it in the United States and seeing that, yeah, you know what, fans are consistently attending our games, especially in Omaha.
Yeah. There's no place in the country like Nebraska in terms of volleyball support. I mean, I think this is the fastest growing state and people love volleyball so much. You could see records broken, like the 92,000 people that was played in the football stadium earlier, I think, in the spring. And so that was just a really cool experience. I mean, it just shows how much women's volleyball and just women's sport in the country is growing. So it's really exciting for me to be able to have the professional opportunity now, going overseas in the past. And I mean, even I played in Turkey, and Turkey is one of the more popular volleyball countries in the world. And still here, it's unmatched, truthfully.
Well, Brooke, you're speaking like a true Nebraskan for how you started that answer, saying there's no place like Nebraska. I think you just gained about 4,500 fans right there, just in that 15-second response. Now, okay, so as somebody that has played in Turkey and in overseas and on national teams, what's the difference? Is there a difference in competition or preparation or just how it's received? What's the differences, if there are any, between playing professionally overseas and then playing professionally here in the United States?
So I would say Turkey and Italy are two of the best leagues in the world. They have some of those most absolute elite volleyball players. And I would say the highest paid volleyball players there are usually opposite hitters who play on the right side of the court. And so I would say there right now, you know, this being the first league, a lot of those players are making really big bucks. And so they haven't made that transition to come over here yet. I would say this level is very high. And when we keep going year after year, it's going to get closer and closer to that because it's already high level competition. For example, my team in Turkey finished 5th out of 12 in the league last year. And I would compare like the level to like that 5 through 8 in Turkey, 100% to this league. And so that's really exciting. Year one. The national team has always been really, really high level. The U.S. national team has been very talented. If people don't know, they won the last gold medal in the Olympics, and they're hoping to do the same thing this year. But yeah, this level is really encouraging. I mean, we've been playing for 2 months, and every single game that I'm watching or participating in has gotten better just with team chemistry. As girls start to get comfortable with one another.
Hi, Brooke. This is Chris Raff from The Drive. Just wanted to ask you, what was the difference? You guys had a big victory over the Atlanta Vibe, 3-0, and in the first game, you guys lost 3-2. What was the difference in the two matches?
I think we played clean volleyball. You know, just remembering and watching film before we played the last match against, we just made some messy mistakes, and it kind of looked like we were a team that had been playing together for only 3 weeks. And so I think like I said, the more we play, the more comfortable we're getting with one another. And that was probably the most cohesive that we've looked throughout this entire season. So that's really exciting to see where that can take us. You know, we're almost halfway through, which is crazy. But I would just say we all played really well. Like no one was perfect, but every single one of us played good volleyball. And I think we just played as a team.
Now we're speaking to Brooke Nuneviller, outside hitter for the Omaha Supernovas. She joins us on the Allo VIP line. Now, Brooke, as somebody that's played so much volleyball like yourself and has the accolades and the statistics and the experience to back up the resume, what's the biggest moment of adversity for you? Because I find that's such a fascinating question for me to ask professional athletes, because like for you, for example, probably a lot of people don't know, as we're still getting to know this roster, you went through a change in positions in college with Oregon. It's like, what's the biggest moment of adversity or struggle that you've had to experience in your volleyball career?
I think I can speak on behalf of most athletes, is that our job truthfully is, you know, to win. And so I think anytime you're having a losing streak, anytime you're not necessarily feeling like you're participating as much and helping your team as much as you can, if you're not playing as well as you think you can, or if you're losing a couple matches in a row, it's like, that's when mindset really comes into play, and you have to figure out through that adversity and how you can get through it, how you can get better, how you can challenge your mind and, you know, find the positive things and really push yourself in practices and get through a hump. I would say anytime like that happens in an athlete's career, that's always going to be a challenge. And so that's when you see the most mentally strong athletes come out of it. I think we do a really good job here. We have a sports psychologist, Dr. Widman, who's very talented, and, you know, we work with him every other week. So we have a lot of mentally strong women on this team. And I get to learn from them, and you know, I think that's a strength of ours.
I was going to say, I mean, how what have you found that works best for you? Because I'm sure it's different for every single person, right?
100%. I'm actually reading our sports psychologist book right now.
Yeah.
And I just found something interesting. It was like an average person usually has 3 times as many negative thoughts as positive thoughts throughout a day.
Wow.
An elite performer has 3 times as many positive as negative thoughts. So it's like almost forcing yourself to have positive reinforcement and, you know, give yourself grace and give yourself positive feedback during failure. So I think it's just really practicing those skills. It's not going to come naturally, but, you know, the more you practice them, almost the more you fake it, the more naturally it'll come in the future.
Well, Brooke, I'm not sure, before we let you go, I'm not sure if you saw Supernovas actually running like a buy one, get one ticket deal. I think it's safe to say that record that we all set on January 24th on opening night is about to be broken one more time.
Oh, I hope so. It would not surprise me, because these Nebraska fans just keep showing out. Even on a Wednesday, we're getting like 11,000 people, and so it's incredible.
Did you ever play against Nebraska in your collegiate career?
Oof, my first college match was at the University of Nebraska.
Is that right? Well, do you remember the results? What happened?
Well, we played Texas at Nebraska first, and then we played Nebraska at Nebraska. They beat us. They were good that year.
Hey, well, Brooke, we appreciate your time so much. Sure. We've enjoyed watching you over these last couple of weeks, and we're really, really excited to see what's to come, because here's the deal. You talk about the losing streak. Well, you guys are on a little bit of a heater. And so things are going really well, and we're excited to see what's to come, because there's, like you said, unfortunately, you're halfway through the season, but fortunately, that means you have a whole half left of the season to come as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for having me.
All right, Brooke. Once again,
welcome.
that's Brooke Nuneviller, outside hitter for the Omaha Supernovas. Nice. Really fun. Really, really awesome conversation there. Really cool on the what's it called? The adversity.
Yeah.
On that. And the quote about 3 negative thoughts, and that is incredible.
That's huge. I mean, I was just talking about this to my esports class yesterday, because we're talking about the build out of operations for an esports organization, and like jobs available from the founder to the CEO to the head coach to the coordinators for the different games out there. But then also was on the list, sports psychologist. And that was something big for me my freshman year here, where we had Dr. Jack Stark was part of our coaching staff. And I remember halfway through my freshman year, I was having, nervous thoughts, anxiety, not sleeping quite as much. And because I was just excited about where I was at, being in the situation we were on the team, but then having those conversations with him to get me to calm down at night where I could get a full rest to sleep. Because obviously if you're sleepless, it's hard to focus. It's hard to be the player that you could be. And then it started with Coach Solis, because I remember that first game against Oklahoma State on Thursday Night Football on ESPN. This is my first game in my life that's going to be nationally televised. And even though I'm not starting, it's just like, I'm just thinking about all the scenarios, what can happen. And so basically Coach Solis started off that year for me saying, hey, your body, when you're nervous, that's your body. You're telling yourself that you're ready to go. You're being alert. It's kind of your radar kicking up. And so it's good. He said, don't think it as a bad thing. And then when I got to Stark later in the season, he gave me some DVDs to like really help me, fall asleep a little bit smoother and take those thoughts that Brooke was mentioning and then vision me myself doing those things too. Whatever I need to do on the football field as what she's probably visualizing for herself on the volleyball court too. So when you do that, then you kind of get a rep in your head. And then once you get in the field or on the court, then that you already played 1 or 2 or 10 plays in your head. Now you're getting another rep. And so that's where some things that we do sometimes on the court or on our spec, wherever we're playing, people ask us, man, how'd you do that? I'm like, well, I just been practicing all week long, but then also thinking about it all the time, visualizing, going through those reps. So I know I didn't come in and basically, drop an egg. I came in and did my job and boom, I'm that player that people expected me to be. And like Brooke commented, that is huge for the high level, because high level is not much different athlete out there.
Yeah.
Everybody's at the same talent. Everybody's tall. They could jump. They know how to hit the ball. They know how to spike it. But it's that 1% difference mentally that then gets that athlete over the realm of saying, we're going to do this and we're going to win because we got all our players on the team on the same page. And even I'm ready to go, mentally in this game today.
There you have it.
Awesome.
All right, Raffy.
All right, we'll throw it to break. Just the drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
The countdown is on for the biggest tournament in college basketball. The clock is ticking, and a whopping $1 million is waiting for you. Warhorse Festival of Games is giving you a chance to earn the bragging rights of a lifetime. Oh, and one massive jackpot. Will your bracket beat them all? Here's how it works. Rack up bonus bracket entries by hitting the slots and placing sports and racing wagers starting March 1st at Warhorse Casino. Lock in your winning picks online after the teams are announced March 17th. Then activate your brackets in person at Warhorse Casino Lincoln by the 24th. The best brackets will win prizes each week, and a perfect bracket puts $1 million in your pocket. Get all the dates and details at warhorsecasino.com, plus even more ways to score big. Only at Warhorse Casino Lincoln. Minutes from downtown at Highway 77 and West Denton Road. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Imagine a healthier, more active, physically fit version of yourself. If you've been putting off getting into shape, now is the time with the Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping 10-Week Challenge. Our program combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching to help you achieve your fitness goals. And ticket listeners, you can get $150 off the enrollment fee. The next challenge begins on March 23rd. You can get all the info at fxblincoln.com. Don't wait any longer. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Hog Wild's giant stuffed baked potatoes are anything but basic and really hit the spot when you're craving a little comfort food. Nothing is more satisfying than a Hog Wild baked potato loaded with butter, sour cream, cheddar cheese, bacon bits, and chives. Add your choice of a Hog Wild house smoked meat like pulled pork, chicken, or brisket for a little extra. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Alcohol has strained our relationship. Drinking too much can cause harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, we will save our relationship. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Are you in the market for a new garage door or need to repair your old one? It's wintertime, and that means snow, wind, and freezing temperatures, all things that can cause sticky locks and damage to your garage door. If you're experiencing any issues with your commercial or residential garage door during the winter months, call Cameron Hall and his team at Doors Plus. Don't be trapped outside in the cold because of a poorly maintained garage door. Call Doors Plus today at 402-590-5800 or visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox KFXL weather, sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see increasing cloud cover throughout the day. Also see calm winds and an afternoon high around 57. Tonight, partly cloudy skies are expected with an overnight low around 32. And tomorrow, partly sunny skies will return a little warmer, see a high around 60. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
You did feel the need to cuss in this one. Yeah, you cannot be this mentally fragile. Act like you're a damned NCAA tournament team.
Listen, I'm not going to change the way I tweet.
Do you think Fred saw the tweet? Do you think Fred saw the tweet and called a timeout and they're like, Sorensen's upset? I got to get this.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
On the block with Strick and Austin.
Now, to tie it back to Nebraska men's basketball, this group has a chance to do something that hasn't been done before.
Yeah.
You know, in making a run in the Big Ten tournament, a serious run, in winning the first NCAA tournament game, but they're not going to get there by doing the same things they've always done. It is on this team to step up and change that narrative. It won't change on its own. Teams won't lay over for you, and that's the mindset shift we haven't consistently seen yet.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Chris Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is proudly sponsored by Floyal's Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Floyal's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where good food and good company come together. All you have to do is visit FloyalsNE.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations or place takeout orders.
Florio's.
Got it.
Boom.
There we go.
All right, Raffy. This is the last time, gentlemen, for a week. Well, not for the
until next
not
Monday.
For a week. For the week. Are you in town Monday?
I will be in town Monday.
Not doing the one-way ticket thing?
One-way ticket to paradise.
Have you done one way? Did you do a one-way ticket? Or did you book a round trip ticket?
I booked a round trip ticket.
Okay, so it's set in stone.
I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back.
There it is. Good. Cool. All right, cool. So I think AD is back Monday.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'll be gone though.
I think I might be off too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Spring break, man. Spring
break.
break.
Where are you going for spring break? Somewhere fun and exciting?
To Houston, Texas.
H-Town.
AG, this is home.
It's home right now. Part 2.
This is
home. Where
Are
my
you
wife
saying
is.
Lincoln isn't home?
No, I'm from Nebraska. So
Yeah.
that is
I
my
hope so.
birthplace, Omaha, right? Douglas
Yep.
County Hospital.
Okay.
1977, 8:37 p.m. in the p.m.
So what is home?
Where his wife's at?
So
There
where-
it is.
exactly
Where the heart is.
Where the heart is. My
There it
wife.
is.
Yes, indeed. Back in beauty. Yes, indeed.
Anyway, I know. I think I might be out Monday.
All right.
But I'll be on. I can still join y'all. Like,
Yeah,
I'll just
yeah,
be like
yeah.
AD on the
Yeah,
on
zooming.
the TV. Up
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Just some zooming.
I
Yep.
might be. I might take the day
Yep.
with everything.
Well,
going
if you're going to do it, maybe I will too.
on. Go ahead. Hey, Raff, why don't you just skip the trip down to Alabama and come on, hang out with me and Jay at PBA, and we can all call games.
Oh, I would like to.
It's only 21. It's only 21 of them.
21 of them. You're doing 24.
Yeah, if Josh isn't healthy.
If you do 21 to 24, you've got to be leader in the clubhouse right now.
I'm not saying anything.
I'm just saying.
I'm staying out of this
yes.
conversation.
You should be leader in the clubhouse because
I am.
I'd have to guess there's no sports broadcaster in the state of Nebraska that's called more games. So you're the leader in the clubhouse.
Boom.
Not unless they're at the professional level.
Boom.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I guess professional. At the national level.
Yeah. And Cougs has won every award possible.
Gosh dang. So good.
It's Sainert time.
Those guys are so
Let me
good.
know when we're about to tap off.
It's Sainert time.
Those guys are so good.
All right. Let me do a Ralph's good take here.
Okay.
All right. Today's Ralph's good take goes out to Elite Cheer. They are a cheerleading brand up in Omaha. Their group, the Stars, they won an arena division title this past weekend. So I've known Lance Stoltenberg, Kevin Hooker, and Shonda Hooker for 30 years now, probably. They started this cheerleading brand up in Omaha probably 25 years ago. This is the highest honor that they've ever received. To win this award, they were competing against 28,278 other cheerleaders.
My goodness.
3,324 coaches, 1,564 teams.
Holy
and this,
cow.
And this arena award that they won, it's the highest award that they've ever won. So I just want to throw out Ralph's good take to those guys and for all the great things they've done through the years up at Elite Cheer. They're there for the community and just all the people that have grown up at Elite Cheer. So congratulations to you guys. Wish you all the best. So that's Ralph's good take.
All right, there you go. All right. Any final thoughts, gentlemen?
Yeah, real quick. Hey, laugh of the day. I found the link.
Okay.
To Ethan Albright. So search Ethan Albright. That's Ethan ETHAN ALBRIGHT. It's addressed to John Madden, CC Electronic Arts Sports, being the worst rated player on Madden 2007.
It's funny.
You will have a delight. You will
Yep.
thank me. Well, I won't be here tomorrow, but you'll thank me next week
Yep.
when you see me on the show. Read it, have a great laugh, and then
There
we
you
can talk.
go.
We can break it down, unpack it on Monday.
Thanks again to Brooke Nuneviller for joining us from the Omaha Supernova.
Oh, Supernova.
Man, she spoke Spanish, bro.
Yeah, I
didn't even
know.
get to that
Fluent.
question.
Fluent. We'll have to have her back. Yeah, she was awesome on the
Do you
LVIP
speak
line.
fluent Spanish?
Semi.
Oh, you get out of the conversation.
Un pico
Yeah.
español.
Oh,
Un
that's,
pico.
oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
muy bien.
Send us away.
All right, everyone. Have a great weekend and be nice to each other.
Adios.
We'll talk to you Monday.
Adios.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
People always ask, what are Jake and Sip like when they're off the air? Well, the answer probably won't surprise you.
Hey, Jake, your Honda's looking a little dirty.
Says the guy whose license plate is barely visible.
I mean, do you even care about that thing anymore?
It gets a little uncomfortable. Now, that's when I jump in.
Hey, whoa. Mark, did you get a new car?
Nope, just took my car down to Nebraska Auto Detail. Joe and the staff made the outside and the inside look amazing. Maybe you guys need to go. Okay, wise guy.
Settle down, Jake.
Book your appointment today at nebraskaautodetail.com.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety,